Hey, and welcome back, everybody. I hope you guys had a very happy new year. Since you all were last here watching me, I got the little jumping down kind of thing fixed up. I've got the lava coming up off here, so it's just little spots to avoid getting hurt. And then as we jump down, we'll have mobs on each little platform. And yeah, we got these little bits to kind of avoid the lava, avoid damage, and then climbing across this chasm, however you say it. Climbing over here, and yeah, I'm just adding in. I'm going to add in some bricks popping out as little places for players to grab onto to keep climbing up. And I'm pretty stoked. We're probably not too far away. Probably a week, maybe not even that, until I've got something that we can throw into engine and start testing. So yeah, pretty stoked. Hey, thanks for the follows in. Oh, yeah, tell him I said hey. Yeah, he was saying that earlier. We our house just finished getting over everybody being sick too. Totally feel for you guys.
Sway with me, we'll make them scream. Dance with me, we'll make them bleed. Sing for me, I'll sing along. Sing for me, oh sing for me. Listen, do you hear it? Listen, do you feel it? Listen, I'm calling you. Listen, you do know me. Listen, swing and roll me. Listen, I'm calling you. Listen, do you hear it? Listen, do you feel it? Listen, I'm calling you. Listen, you do know me. Listen, swing and roll me. Listen, I'm calling you. Listen, do you hear it? Listen, do you feel it? Listen, I'm calling you. Listen, you do know me. Listen, swing and roll.
Hey, what's up, Light? Working on the climbing. So I'm adding in these like cracks to use as handholds. Just kind of making the building look, you know, like it's broken. I'll add more in once I get a little bit further along. But yeah, just kind of adding in these cracks to get the player up to this door. And I think we were talking earlier, I think we might be sticking a mini boss inside here. So I think the plan is to kind of get people up this way, climb up right about here. That way there's a little bit of a prep space for the mini boss. And we'll stick him up against this door, that way he's far enough back that you don't easily pull him. Hey, what's up, Dragon? What kind of job are you looking for? You in any sort of industry, or are you just trying to find something just kind of starting out? Hey, how's it going, Sip? We do not have any positions available like that at the moment, but something like that might open up in the future. We just need more. We need our current seniors are tied up. Don't really have the time to train. Yeah, Dragon. I mean, worst to worst, you could always like look on Fiverr or something, you know. Yeah, Sip. I think my devs would have a heart attack if I was like, "Hey, here's somebody to come train right now." Just give me a second. I'm adjusting my mic really fast. I'm sure it's insanely annoying for me to do. Alright, cool. Is this too loud, or is this pretty good for right now?
Impératrice, c'est ton règne que nous honorons par cette chanson d'entour la lys. Nous glorifions ton nom. Impératrice,
Yeah, we need to, response to Dragon, we need to start looking into some, like, paid QA tester positions.
Was on a hearty winter air bitten with frost, and none would dare venture where many were lost. He sailed his mighty longship to the island of stone, where the king of the serpents had made it his home. The storm, it was a raging, waves broke on the deck. The bell rang with a tolling to warn of a wreck. But naught could deter him from the fate of his quest. Winds tore through the mainsail, yet onward he pressed. Sing praise to our hero, and remember with cheer when these smote the basilisks and freed us from fear. Hero, we smote, praise, cheer, freed us from fear. He landed near the cavern, but dare not go in. He bellowed to the beast there, and it crawled to him. This brain of the feminine, with a crown on its head, smoked out from the hollow, its eyes burning red. All those who looked upon it were doomed by its gaze. Their hearts a cold granite, their veins a stone mace. The more the mighty serpent gave wide like a gaze. A wail shook the mountains and echoed its haze. Sing praise to our hero, and remember with cheer when these smote the basilisks and freed us from fear. Hero, we smote.
Oh, I am working on our... So we have a dungeon for a boss called Bal'Ramos, and it's a bit simple. It's just kind of a hallway. So I'm working on something a bit more grand, you know, something that tells more of a visual story. We've got like all this climbing with these steam vents that can damage players. We have more hands-on mechanics, being able to turn a crank to open a gate. As you're just trying to add more into it, make dungeon more interactive for players. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really stoked to get this in for players. Oh, well, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate any support we can get from the community. So, thank you so much. I'm really excited to hear that.
I've been a wild rover for many's the year, and I've spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went into an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a custom as yours I can have every day, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I then took from me pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. She says, I have whiskies and the wines of the best, and the words that you told me were only in jest, and it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they
Yeah, we've got some secrets right now. I'm getting more stuff kind of added in. Right now, it's been more about just kind of getting like the major bugs fixed. But yeah, I've started hiding chests around the world. We've got a holiday event going on right now where there's like Christmas themed, well, candy cane looking chest hidden around, and players can find them, and there's like holiday themed loot inside them and stuff like that. Hey, what's up, Cray? Thank you for joining, and thank you. Yeah, of course. I thought it would be fun to give her. I got to do this anyway. So I decided it'd be really fun to give everybody kind of a peek behind the scenes. I used to do this back in the day, and then just just being honest, I let paranoia get the best of me, thinking, oh, if I do this, then it gives everybody an idea of how to make, stuff for the games, which really isn't true. But yeah, I'm stoked because it's opening up a new line with the community and anybody interested in the game or even game design, and just kind of bringing this to light a little bit more. I love this. Also, welcome. I ramble a lot, so if you get me started, that's on you.
She amongst the rest did fight. The wind blew off her silver buttons. Her breasts were bare, all snowy white. Father riddle dum dum a dare I dither oh. Father riddle dum dum a dare I day. Father riddle dum dum a dare I dither oh. Father riddle dum dum a dare I day. When the captain he did discover, he says, fair maid, what brought you here? Sir, I'm seeking William Taylor. Pressed he was by you last year. If you rise up in the morning, early at the break of day, there you'll spy young William Taylor walking with his lady gay. Father riddle dum dum a dare I dither oh. Father riddle dum dum a dare I day. Father riddle dum dum a dare I dither oh. Father riddle dum dum a dare I day. She rose early in the morning, early at the break of day. Here she spied young William Taylor walking with his lady gay. She procured a
Yeah, I'm highly known for it.
There she shot poor William Taylor and the lady at his right hand. Father riddle dum dum a dare I dither oh. Father riddle dum dum a dare I day. Father riddle dum dum.
So right here, I have to plan for something. I'm hoping our character controller will allow us to pull ourselves up, and so when our waist gets over a ledge, we pop up onto it. If not, I have to hang something over this little crevasse. Well, it's not a crevasse, it's a ledge. I don't know why I said crevasse. So I have to hang something over this little ledge so that we can keep climbing up and pull ourselves over. In game, it won't feel janky and it will feel fine. But like I said, I'm just planning for both. If the other one works, perfect. If not, then we got this. Players don't know any better unless they listen to this. And all should be good. Medieval rebar. And what's up, Supreme? But yeah, it's either going to be that or it's going to be like, just like put some little cracks in it, you know, so it just kind of looks like, you know, if you think like Assassin's Creed or like Drake's Uncharted, how they just kind of like little cracks and handholds. That's kind of what I'm doing with this. And then I'll have like some vines or a little bit of like moss or something. So I'm trying to establish like vines, moss, and ropes as like grab points and things that you can grab. So basically in game, whenever you see those, actually, so sorry, really quick, Sipu or Sipuli, I don't know. I'm just gonna call you Sip, which I did before. I don't know why I changed it up. Anyway, it's actually on Steam right now. It's on sale, 30% off. It's like $10.49. It's a weird price, but yeah, it's on sale on Steam right now. I'm trying to get a sale going on App Lab, but they're being a pain about letting me do that. So yeah, right now on App Lab for Meta, it's 15, but on Steam, we're doing the holiday sale, so it's like 30% off. In both streams. Hey, it helps the metrics, right? It helps us get seen. Oh, Dragon. Sip moved over to YouTube instead of Twitch. Or wait, the other way around. From... yeah, YouTube to Twitch. Sorry, I got both screens up right now. I'll just stick with Sip on YouTube and then I'm good. Yeah, pretty much anything that... so this is kind of like an old foundry that Bal'Ramos settled in, is kind of my thinking with it. So I want it to have the look of something kind of old and ancient. So my thinking is here, these points are going to be kind of like old metal decor. And then this is kind of like, these are kind of like bricks that are broken. So really what I should do is, I colored these wrong. I should color these metal. There we go. So now these are the metal color that I use. So these are kind of like old metal decor, like parts of like a, you know, just like metal lining or something. So there'll be more of that kind of set around to kind of help establish what they are. And then these are, here, I'll go ahead and set these in so you guys can kind of see. Alright, so here we go. So these are kind of like, you know, grab points in here. Just kind of like broken cracks. No, Sip. No.
Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off discourteously, for I have loved you all night long, delighting in your company. Grieve
Yeah, I'm gonna give the chain thing an go really quick because I'm not really feeling this.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you go the last night down. Moon reminds me of your grace. Oh, the love I
Hey, thanks, Cray. Super happy to hear you. Sound super happy. Wow, that was something. Really happy to hear that you're enjoying the game. We got a lot of great stuff coming soon. Maybe not as soon as people would like, but yeah, we're hard at work getting some really great new features added in. Hey, what's up, Wolf? Thanks for joining again, man. So my thought here, if I'm going to have something that these are hanging from, I just kind of want to establish a bit of some architecture to kind of support it. Also, Wolf, my New Year was great. I baked big honey baked ham. I did Hoppin' John's, collard greens, baked some fresh bread. I've been learning how to bake bread, having a whole lot of fun with that, and did a bunch of cornbread with that as well. So yeah, it's been nice. How was yours? Other people as well. How was everybody's New Year's? If anybody celebrated or anything. That's awesome, Sip. That sounds nice, Wolf. Oh yeah, we did a I did a every year. It's been a tradition with my dad. Was a tradition with my dad since like 2001 of Twilight Zone marathon for Christmas for New Year's Day. So I'd been past few days. I've been streaming, just binging Twilight Zone. Always a great New Year's Day tradition.
There are only 200.
It is a lot of watching. I do get to the point where I just start kind of grabbing my favorite episodes and watching those.
Order them to come along. Follow on my path to another land where happiness and peace forever dwell. They laughed and sailed across the mighty sea. They suffered hunger, fear, and misery. Their stocks were running low, yet they endured their woe, praising Martha's wisdom day by day. Go and find the crimson star. It leads you to a land afar. Keep your path, endure the plight, and one day you walk in the light. From waters dark an ancient monster rose.
How much has been put into Ilysia? About $10 billion. Or $2.
One man took
I let people decide what that amount is.
for his people and the righteous path. Go and find.
But truthfully, I personally do not know the exact figure. That is not my department of things to handle.
Keep your path, endure the plight, and one day you walk in the light.
What are the pillars supporting? The reason to have the chain for people to climb up. They're kind of just decorative. So what I'll probably put on them, I'll put some sconces to hold like fire in. So the ones that are still standing will have like these kind of like sconces on the top. So like if you kind of imagine
it shine, the crimson star, it led us to a land afar. The righteous path has eased our plight, and now we will walk in the light.
So yeah, if you kind of imagine like a brazier or something.
Storm and shine, cross land or sea, I run to her and together we sway as we kiss, sway as we kiss.
So something kind of like that, and then it'll have like fire in it or something, Yeah.
And in one hand I hold her nigh, her waiting lips are never dry, sway as we kiss.
Yeah, I can. It's just not like, not really something I would really give a full answer on anyway. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is kind of like you know, it's definitely parts of the inspiration. My senior environment artist, he worked on Elder Scrolls Online, a bunch of other MMOs, but ESO is his most recent one. Actually, pretty stoked. He says he much prefers working for me than he did Bethesda, so that was nice to hear. But yeah, so that's a lot of the inspiration, you know, just growing up with all, you know, Lord of the Rings, WoW, just a lot of fantasy stuff, you know. Yeah, so it's kind of a lot of stuff that I pull from. At some point, what I would like to start, so like I'm a huge H.R. Giger fan, or Geiger, however it is people pronounce it. I've only ever read it in a book, but yeah, I'm stoked to do some like nuts ass kind of stuff like that for design and architecture, some crazy, wicked looking stuff.
The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cirid fell, and like a dart shot to its mark, down in an Aeoliad well. Magic effused the
Yeah, that old fantasy stuff really is amazing.
Crystal red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it down to chimel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost and learned to man.
Yeah, I'm kind of we haven't gotten into it yet, but I've got a lot of like sci-fi stuff I want to incorporate with Ilysia. It's like some medieval sci-fi kind of stuff.
Red diamond, protect us till the end.
I did this the wrong way. Ah, well. Yeah, like skins for the gliders and stuff like that. Yeah, that's everything that's in the game right now is basically like, you know, stage 1 of its thing, and then there's plans to like fully expand and add more to what we've got in. Yeah, of course not. I mean, I'm doing this, so like, I should probably let everybody know when I'm doing this that me streaming is pretty much like a form of a tavern talk. Like, you guys are welcome to ask me anything you want to ask, and I'll either give a good answer or a trolly answer if it's not something that I either should or know how to answer. Oh, yeah, Yes, I'm the president of the company, and other titles. But yeah, I founded Team 21 Studio. My siblings co-founded with me. I hold title as president, chairman of the board, and chief creative officer for the company. So I'm not so much the boss as I am the king.
And pride, once we ran through the fields with great stride. We held the fate and the demon's flight, so far from our children and from our lives. We held together the fragile sky to keep our way of life. Once we raised up our chalice in victory. Once we sat in the light of our dreams. Once we were in our homeland with strength and might. Once we were not afraid of the night. We held the fate and the demon's flight, so far from our children and from our lives. We held together the fragile sky to keep our way of life. Of all the money that I've had, I've spent it in good company, and all the harm that I've done.
So Wolf asked, given the previous bugs of the taverns in game, when might those return? Well, the bugs are still there, so they don't need to return. But I've been working on some taverns that have interiors, like open world interiors. So you just walk right in instead of having to instance and But the truth is, we need to get the instancing working because it's not just affecting the taverns, it's also affecting the dungeons. So that's another thing that's on the. I think that's coming. That's a fix after the. So sorry. Let me finish the first. So yeah, we need to get instancing fixed so that dungeons work reliably. Supreme/Sip is asking. By the way, is there any way to support the game besides my non-existing money? Yeah, just tell people about it, right? Like, if you have any friends that are online, play games or anything, just say, hey, you should check these guys out. Share our streams whenever we stream. Anything that just kind of brings light to us really helps, you know? I keep telling people that, you know, as much as buying the game helps support us, just letting other people know about it, that's a huge thing for us as well. Just helping with any sort of, you know, shining any light on us that you can. Yeah. So that's like the best thing you can do. Anybody that's already bought the game, I opened up a merch shop for anybody that wants to help support us that way. They were asking for Patreon. The problem with Patreon is having to do those monthly rewards, already stretched so thin that, like, it's just hard to keep that up. So I put together a shop. It's got like clothes that look like armor. So like I took a bunch of our in-game armors and turned them into like leggings and pants. I made a bunch of custom shoes, shirts. We've got these desk mats. We've got stickers and patches. Got all sorts of stuff in there. If anybody ever feels like, you know, going in there and grabbing anything, you know, that helps us as well. If you already own the game. But yeah, like I said, just the easiest thing is just kind of helping to spread the word. Just helping to shine more light on us. Even if you only know one or two people that might be interested, I mean, that's still another one or two people, you know. So yeah, thank you for asking that.
I dreamed I saw my own true love. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. He stood so still, he did not move. Lowlands away, I knew my love was drowned and dead. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. He stood so still, no word he said. Lowlands away.
Oh, this part's gonna be annoying to do.
Around his form, green weeds had hold.
Oh wait, I know a way to cheat this. I'm just gonna do that.
I will cut away my bonny hair. Lowlands,
So the issue is just a really weird angle to try to build. Like how I have this metal collar on this one, looking all broken. It was just a little difficult doing it on this one, but I have a way to cheat this and make it look good still.
make me fair.
So I put it on.
Lowlands away.
assign it, and then I'm going to come over here. Now that Wolf asked, now that 2023 is over, how do you think VR will fare in 2024? Honestly, I think it's just going to become a lot more commonplace. I'm sure other platforms, I would be amazed if Microsoft and Nintendo weren't working on VR, because it's at a point right now, it's not like explosive growth, but it's just constantly steady growth. It's definitely here to stay. It's definitely going to be a part of gaming. I think it's just going to be steady in 2024. Assassin's Creed was a huge thing to come out. You know, there's other larger. I mean, we are going to continue. Honestly, like, as long as we continue doing what we're doing for Ilysia, it's just going to become a bigger and bigger VR game, and it's going to reach that point where it's going to be, you know, like a small World of Warcraft, pretty much. You know. Small not in scope, but just, you know, VR is still growing as a player base, so, you know, getting the players into the game is right now it's the biggest challenge that we're facing. But we're addressing all those issues right now, so, like, I'm not really all that concerned about it. But yeah, VR is just going to get much better. There's a lot of games that are coming out that are going to be really good. Current games that are going to be just improving upon themselves. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good year, as long as nothing crazy happens, you know? Oh yeah, Sip's saying, for me, I didn't get why. For me, why I didn't get the game when it initially came out to the store was the lack of smooth locomotion. Now that it is in, I just kind of forgot to get this. But when I do, it'll probably grind until I'm done with all the content. Usually, how it goes to me into being MMOs. Yeah, no, the controller was kind of a big pain. That's getting addressed at the moment. Actually, we should be just a handful of weeks away from it coming in. It's going to add a lot of improvements to the game, allow us to do a whole lot more. It's just a straight new character controller. So it's going to allow for better climbing, better everything when it comes to controlling the character, moving yourself around the environment. Plus, it's going to add in a lot of VR interaction to the game that we've been sorely missing. Wolf asks, or says, I'm a huge Assassin's Creed nerd, so that was big for me, but do you think we need more AAA developers like Ubisoft, Capcom, and Guerrilla to be in the VR market, or do you think it will stay mostly indie? So, okay. Indies are what are driving... Okay, this is obviously just my opinion. Of course, I've been in the VR industry since basically it started, right? In some form or another, watching everything and just being a part of it. So what's good about VR is when one of these AAA... Okay, so like Grand Theft Auto, right? Grand Theft Auto 4 in VR. Obviously what happened with that was... So everybody was stoked, right? Holy shit, GTA 4 in VR. Nobody cared that it was GTA 4, right? Like, that's a PS2 game, nearly 20 years old, and everybody was stoked to have it in VR. Because it's all about experiencing it in that sense. Obviously, Rockstar was like, yeah, we can totally do this. And then when they put it on the Quest 2, they're like, holy shit, we can't do this. Because, I mean, it's not... I'll speak as the game. I'm pretty confident in saying that we have the largest open world in VR at the moment, especially on mobile VR. It's not easy to do. So anyway, yeah, I think it's what helps VR is when some AAA studio is like, yeah, we're going to do XYZ for VR, right? It gets everybody stoked because that's the name everybody recognizes. When they talk about it, every outlet picks it up, right? Like, I think that's really good, but I think where the innovation and the new fresh ideas for VR come from are indie studios. Not all, but a large majority, if not the majority. I mean, because, VR was basically started by indies, I mean, Oculus itself was crowdfunded. So, like, VR's roots are in indie, and I think that's always going to be an indie. And I think indies where the great ideas are going to come from. But yeah, the heavy hitters, with the exception of standouts, right? From the indie studio, like the heavy hitters are going to be the AAA because that's what everybody recognizes, and that's what everybody is like stoked to see, right? Like my favorite games to play in VR, like Brutal Doom. I play the hell out of Brutal Doom on my Quest 2. I play the hell out of like Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Pretty much anytime Dr. Beef does something, I'm getting it on my headset. The Jedi Knight Academy or whatever it was, Jedi Knight for VR. Like, hell, man, that was insane. That was so much damn fun. And I mean, if large companies just started doing that, they're like, hey, here's our game from 20, 25 years ago, but we ported it over to VR. People would die for that. People would love that. Even if it was just like simple stuff of where they took like if Nintendo and Rare just grabbed GoldenEye, right? And all they did was slap a VR camera on GoldenEye, and you still used a controller to play. Like, yeah, people will bitch, oh, it doesn't have touch control support, and you just use a controller like a 360 joypad. People will still play the hell out of it. I guarantee you it would be like, yeah, anyway, Lord knows Nintendo's probably going to hear this and be like, oh yeah, that's 100% what you do. But I mean, they would rake it in. Yeah, I mean, if you did Super Mario 64, just Super Mario 64, but you just stuck a camera, you made the camera a VR camera, like Lucky's Tale, millions and millions of copies would be sold. And that's all they have to do, because, yeah, those big names, yeah, they carry a lot of weight, It's a bit of a tangent, but yeah, I mean, I think... It's not... Yeah, VR does need the AAAs to come in, but my only fear with that is that they have to do it right. So, like, Borderlands 2 VR, I was so stoked for that. I still play it. I still play it to this day because I love it. I have so much fun. But there's no multiplayer. I don't know. That to me is where the problem... that to me the problem is a problem with AAA VR, right? They were like, let's stick Borderlands 2 in VR. But Borderlands, I know a lot of people play... Borderlands is a 4-player game. right? Like that is like the heart and soul of Borderlands is it's for multiple people to play together, right? And they were like, no, we're not going to put that in. There's no multiplayer because that was too hard for them to do, and they didn't want to put the effort into it. There's mods to play Oblivion and Morrowind in VR, but not through Bethesda, right? Wolfcray says, if that's the case, why do you think efforts like that have not been put forth? It's simple. Like, they just don't... Like, look at GTA, right? I mean, Rockstar is a billion-dollar company, right? They've got to be a billion-dollar company, if not hundreds of millions. But, I mean, GTA 5 came out in, 2011, 2013, and they ported it. And they've been running GTA Online, which makes them tons of money, which is why, GTA 6, I'm sure it's going to come with an online mode pretty fast, because, it's another great way to make money. But yeah, I think the thing is with VR, it's like, they look at it and either they feel like they're not going to make enough money and that's why they don't put the effort in, or VR is not easy. I know there's like, if you look at the mass majority of VR games, what are they? They're simple colors, simple textures, simple models. Like 80% of VR games are that, right? If not 90%. They're very simple. And it's because that's like the easiest. Like this is what a VR game would look like most of the time, right? Everybody grabs Cinti Studio. Like more than half of, like, God, so many VR games are all just faceted faces, low poly looking, right? Just simple colors, because that's the easiest thing to do. Doing high-end textures, like when you look at Asgard's Wrath is incredible, It was made for the Quest 3. It was made specifically for the Quest 3 to run on the Quest 3. But it wouldn't run on a Quest 2, I don't think. Maybe it will. I haven't looked into it. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's anybody that's putting in the effort to putting in like a AAA kind of VR game, or even just like the really simple stuff, they are VR, right? But yeah, like Supreme saying, so many fast games is what they feel like rather than a game, or fast experiences rather than it feels like a game. And yeah, that's kind of the sentiment for VR, right? Is it's like Bone Labs is a great example, right? Bone Labs is basically a demo that you paid $40 for, and then it's basically Gary's mod that you paid $40 for. It's nuts to me. In VR, when people start asking for AAA game, console prices, that's when it gets ridiculous to me. When you're asking, $40, $50, $60 for a game, and it's 4 hours long, or it's an hour long, and it's just the same repeatable content over and over and over again. VR is not there for me yet, in my opinion. And I think that sometimes that's kind of what scares people off, as you look at a $300, $500 headset or PC VR. You need a damn good system, and then you need get the index. I'll get whatever the 8K $3,000 headset is, or if you've got PS5, spend $500 on a headset. It's a lot of money to put into it, right? And then how much are the games, and then how long and what kind of content do you get out of those games? So I don't know, I guess to answer all the questions that you've asked, I think 2024 is going to be good for VR. I hope 2024 sees VR games that have more content in one go. AAA companies, man, yeah, I really wish what they would just start doing is just looking at their back catalog of games and just saying, hey, we can... Because, you could do it for a while before people would get cynical about it. Especially if you do it with, the good games that people really want and would love to play. Because, playing in VR just kind of gives you, a whole new feel of everything. Resident Evil 4 was great, man. That Resident Evil 4 VR, that was great. To me, I'm kind of yeah, just keep doing that. Keep giving us the Resident Evil games in VR. That was amazing. Just keep doing it, Zelda in VR would be great. I mean, really, but that's the thing. Any of the classic games that give you, I mean, there's so many. I mean, just inject a VR camera. I mean, it's not just that easy, but like, I mean, just start messing with it. Inject the VR camera. See what it's. I mean, I remember playing WoW in VR with just an injected VR camera. It was weird and janky, but it was fun. Yeah, well, if that's, like I said, I know it's a little on the cheap side, but like if you're talking about wanting to get people in, I think releasing VR, like some older games that people love in VR is like a great way to get people to like the public, right? To get the public saying, "Oh shit, this is cool. Like this would be really fun to play. Like I recognize this title." And you know it's on the Oculus Quest, or Meta Quest, it's on Steam, you know, like I just, yeah, like if ID put out Doom 64 or something like that, it injected a camera, right? If like Quake, you know, like I don't know, there's just so much stuff you could do it to. It would be so much fun. I will be right back, guys. Hey guys, little girl just got home from daycare. I'm gonna go get dinner going for everybody, and then I'll get back on and start streaming in a couple hours. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining, and hopefully I'll see you all later.